Hi, my most beautiful besties. In today's shop with me, I'm gonna take you guys to Walmart. I recently did a full face of new drugstore makeup where I went to Walmart and I was like, it's like the motherland here. It was like a holy grail for makeup products. I'm gonna take you guys to Walmart. I'm gonna show you guys some new makeup that I found, some books, some candles, some bathing suits, because if you guys did not know, Corey and I are gonna be moving within the next month. So we're also looking for new home stuff like coffee pots, coasters. We are looking for a lot of new things for our new house that we're renting and not buying. So come along with me to Walmart. Okay, so at first it was raining when we went to Walmart, but we still wanted to go. I'm not surprised to see this. All of my Walmarts and Targets literally have all the Disney merchandise out front, but this is my skincare section. Now, as you guys can see, it is protected by like a glass wall, but you can lift it up, but when you lift it up, it's like ding, 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 please see assistance. And I'm like, shut up, I'm just trying to look. But here is Bubble. I was actually looking for this particular moisturizer right here. I hear this is really good for oily skin, but I wasn't sure if I should get this one or this one right here. And I was also looking for Cocoa Kind, but then I realized that they didn't have Cocoa Kind here, but I definitely had to get that moisturizer. Then I went over to Revlon because I love Revlon so much, and they had some new lip balms. I have not seen anyone talk about these. I thought they were really cute. I mean, it says new, it might not be, but at least it's new to me because I have not seen it. And then I looked over at some of their new photo ready line. Like they had these new like instant plump lip serums. I almost grabbed one, but I was like, I don't know if I need it. Then I walked over to Pretty Smart. This is a new brand to me. I've seen this at Walmart. I see people online talking about this, and I wanted to check it out. My section was a little disorganized, as you guys can see right here. I do live in a very heavily touristy area, so things do get a little disheveled and products do get opened and tried on, but they're not nearly as bad as Target. Like my Walmart is a lot better than my Target. But I saw this foundation right here, and I was like, I kind of wanted to get it, but I ended up passing on it because it was open in use, so I said no thank you. And then here we have Nude by Nature. This is an Australian-based brand. It is going viral all over TikTok right now because Nina Poole was talking about this brand, so people are going crazy for it. I tried it before she even mentioned it, and I do like at least the serum, and I almost got this blush right here, but I was like, let me actually look for the bronzer instead, and I'm so glad I ended up finding the bronzer. Then I looked over to Physician Formula, and Physician Formula had these new bronzer like boosters right here. Like I have a bigger version, but I was like, wait, I didn't see this last time I was here when I picked up the cream bronzer. Now they have like two powder bronzers that I did not see before, and I was like, oh my gosh, should I get this? I wasn't really sure. These looked absolutely beautiful. Then from there, I was looking at like some of their new products they had sitting right here. They have like bronzing drops. It's like, oh, these are new. Almay! I forgot about Almay. No one ever talks about this brand. I keep forgetting that they're around. I used to be obsessed with this foundation right here. This used to be like a smart shade foundation. You put it onto your skin, it goes on white, and then it blends to your actual color. I think I might have to go back and pick this up and try this again because I used to be obsessed with this when I was in my early 20s. And I'm curious to know if this still works the way that it once did because I used to be obsessed with that foundation. But I forgot how good this brand was. Then we have Hard Candy. I've really been enjoying Hard Candy recently. Like truly I have. Like those powders are really good. Like that pink one, it is my favorite. Then I looked over at Essence. Essence has a new soft touch like bouncy blush. This is definitely like a dupe of the Rare Beauty blushes. I ended up passing on this because I know myself, I don't really like these type of blushes, but I did kind of find it fascinating, and their Essence section was completely stocked, which I was really, really happy to see. Then we have e.l.f. These are the new Glow Reviver like slushy lip balms that everybody's been obsessed with, and I was like looking at the blue one in particular because I keep seeing everybody online talk about this. I did pass on this, but I wanted to see it in person. Then we have Milani. They have their new baked highlighters. Now these say new. I know their baked line has been around forever, but these are like their new baked formulas that they're offering of like their blush and their bronzers. I thought this was cute, but not the right shade for me, so I ended up passing on this. And then we have CoverGirl. I really enjoy those squishy lip balms. They have a new blurring balm as well that I did not see before, and I saw my friend Leah Janae talk about this. I almost grabbed it, but then I ended up getting distracted and passing on it. Then I went over to Vita Mask right here. I ended up getting that lip balm because I keep seeing everybody online talk about it because Shelby Ann raves about it. So I was like, okay, I have to get this. I literally have to get this lip balm. Y'all remember when Specifica sent me these moldy like fragrances? Yeah, they said they're going to send me a restock of them. They never did, but they did launch them inside Walmart. I smelled the Solar Flower one. This one actually leaked all over my hand and it was very oily. So I was like, ew. I also did not enjoy the smell, but I specifically remember they said they're going to send me a restock of the new ones and they never did, but that was completely okay. But here's their fragrance section. I was so happy to see Finery. I did not know that Finery was at Walmart. And I was like, wait, I actually really love this brand. Mix Bar is here too. I remember them being exclusively at Target, but now they're at Walmart. And I was so excited to see it because Flower Bed is my personal favorite from Finery. I absolutely love Finery so much. I think their fragrances are so good and they complement a lot of my perfumes that I have. Then we walked over to the coffee section because I really wanted a coffee pot. I have an espresso machine, but the espresso machine is only good for iced coffee. It sucks at making hot coffee, at least in my opinion. So I wanted to find a little small coffee pot. I used to have a Keurig long ago, but I was like, no, I want like just an actual like coffee pot. So I was looking at all the different options they had here. Of course, they had so many different Keurigs, but I wanted like an old fashioned coffee pot. And I ended up finding one. And let me tell you guys, one, this thing is so tiny, so cute, and it's $12. I could not believe that it's $12 for this little tiny coffee pot. I was like, I have to have this. This is so cute. Trying to find filters though was definitely a pain, but I was so excited to grab this and I've already been making coffee out of it. And I have to tell you, Besties, I absolutely am enjoying my little tiny little coffee pot. After looking at the coffee pot, we ended up looking over at the candle section. Now, I absolutely love candles, and here's some new scents they launched for the summer season. We have sugared sweet lemon, and I have to say this one actually smelled pretty good. I had my husband smell it and he actually liked the smell of it too. And then I was actually kind of noticing the difference because these ones are like $5 and like 97 cents, and I was like, why are these ones like so expensive compared to their other mainstay candles? And then I realized it's just because of physical packaging. I was like, wait a minute, they're charging like $2 more just because it's like a solid packaging. But I was definitely looking at the different scents. They're the same scents but just in different packaging. Kind of reminds me of Bath and Body Works where they do the exact same thing. But my husband and I were looking at some candles. I did not buy any this trip because I knew that we're gonna be moving and I did not want to move a bunch of candles. But I wanted to check out their summer scents because typically whenever I go to Walmart, I always get my same candles that I get year round. You guys know that I am such a fall girly. I have to have my fall scents, but I wanted to see what type of summer and spring scents they had to offer. I will say this raspberry one right here, oh my God, it smelled amazing, like so freaking good. I am going to go back and get one of those because it smells truly so good. And then they have like this juicy watermelon one, and I used to get juicy watermelon one all the time back in the summer. And I think the juicy watermelon one does smell good, but again, it's $5.97. When if you look down below, they're just like the clear packaging, that's like $3.97. That's a $2 difference. A $2 difference just to have a different style looking candle. No way. But here's my apple pumpkin. I definitely will be stocking up on that. My favorite is mulled cider. This is my favorite candle in the entire world. I will literally buy so many of them. It is the best freaking candle. But they did have like this banana cream pie. It didn't actually smell like banana. I was kind of disappointed by that, so I did put that one back. But the mulled cider, you guys, this is my favorite. This is my favorite fall candle. I will stock up on it every single time. And then of course they had some more pumpkin spice candle, sugared cinnamon pretzel. It actually smelled really good. It smelled like a fresh bakery that I was like tempted to get it. And then they had like an iced macchiato. I'm not the biggest fan of coffee scented candles. I love the smell of coffee, but it can also become really overwhelming in my room. So I tend to end up passing on these, but I'll always stock up on the fragrances or the, fall fragrances. But here are some of their more gourmand style candles from Goose Creek. These ones are too expensive for me. They're like $12. And I was like, no, thank you. If I want these candles, I'll just go to Bath and Body Works for the same price. When for me, Mainstay works just as well. And I don't need to spend like $12 on a candle from here. And I could just go, or like $13, I could just go elsewhere. Then we're looking at candle warmers because we have a candle warmer over by the entrance of our home, but it's so old. It's from Scentsy. Do you guys remember Scentsy? Yeah, it's so old that I need to get a new candle warmer. But I was actually looking at all the scents. These are actually cheaper than the ones at Target. And of course, the fall leaves caught my attention, but I didn't want to be selfish. I did tell my husband to kind of browse through, see if he found some scents that he might like for his room. So he was definitely looking at that. Like he was looking at some of the coconut scents and the melon scents because that's the type of scents that he's into. And then of course, right next to the section, we do have the books. Books are my favorite category. Now, this is the Wolf King. I love this book so much. It's such a damn good book. It's like Outlander meets wolves, and it's freaking fantastic. The Night's Prince is even better. This is the second book, and the third book, The Wolf Queen, comes out sometime early fall, and I definitely will be getting my hands on it. I actually do like coming to Walmart for my books because a lot of these books are special edition. They're sprayed edge and they're always in stock. This is Bloodsinger. I do have an early arc of this, so I have a paperback version of this, but all the sprayed edges are going to match each other once every single book comes out in the series. This is a second book in the series as well. I was really excited to see this book right here. My friend keeps raving about this series. I haven't read it. I had the first book, but I haven't read it, but she talks about how good this series is. And then I saw this book called Bound by Blood or Bloodbound. I actually ordered it from a Laurel Beauty Box. I'm still waiting for it to come in, even though it's in stores. I'm kind of frustrated by that, but it is what it is. And then we have got The City of Gods and Monsters. This was just traditionally published. I do have all the indie versions of it. Starside from Alex Astor. Her second book comes out in November already. She is a queen of writing. She writes so damn quickly. But yes, I love coming here for all of my books a lot because all the books tend to be in stock, and they do tend to have some Walmart exclusive and special editions here, like the ones from Quicksilver and from Callie Heart and Brimstone. I love that series. Direbound, the fifth book comes out May 5th, or the second book, Jesus. The second book comes out May 5th, and I'm so freaking excited for it. You guys have no idea how excited I am for it. Here we have Reign of Shadows and Endings. This is like God tier series for me. I absolutely love this series so much. And plus, look at how beautiful this is. This is a traditionally published book compared to all the indie books that I do have in my collection. But yes, I love coming here, kind of browsing through the different books. I've been seeing this book right here called The Auction blow up all over TikTok. I didn't pick it up. I just kind of looked at it and thought it was actually really pretty, but it is a book that is on my radar to end up checking out at some point. But yeah, this is like where I like to come and check out some new books that they have, just because they tend to always be in stock here. After I left the book section, I was actually heading towards the food section, and I saw they had a tomato scented candle. I smelled it, and it smelled so bad. I definitely was like, this is a no for me. But these are some fun summer scents they launched for the summer season, which I thought was actually really fun. Then when I left the candle section, I went over to the Baldock noodle section because this is where I stock up on all my Baldock noodles. Usually they have a lot more flavors in stock, but surprisingly, this section was actually pretty low compared to before. I was like, dang, they usually have a lot more Baldock flavors that I can try. I even sent some to Paige and Jarvis because our Walmart is usually stocked with all the different flavors, but this time they did not have them fully stocked. Maybe just because the time of day that I went, it was like 7 o'clock at night. So the shelves are actually pretty empty compared to normally, but I was just kind of looking at the ramen noodle section because I love ramen noodles so much. But I did find these Baldo mac and cheese. Like, these are sweet corn editions. So I looked at Corey and it's like, this is going to mess up my stomach, but we have to try this. This looks like this is going to taste very good. I have to try their mac and cheese because I've never seen this before. I was like, what is this? This looks so fun and so tasty. And right next to the section, they do have their bathing suit section. So this is all of like their 4th of July themed bathing suits. So I was kind of looking at because I definitely need some new bathing suits. But what caught my attention was actually these hot dog bathing suits. Like, what? 4th of July hot dog makes me want a hot dog real bad. I was kind of laughing at that, and I sent that to one of my coworkers who I know would get a good kick out of that bikini because I know that she would really like that. But I was actually looking at all their bikinis because, like I said, I do need some new bathing suits, and so their section was fully stocked. I usually get inspired from my friend Rachel and Leah Janae whenever they do their Walmart finds. I always find some of the cutest clothing, and I was like, I want to find some cute bathing suits and some cute clothing, but my section was heavily destroyed, and it also had a lot of like Disney stuff, which I don't need to rock more Disney stuff. So for me, this section was kind of a letdown, but I definitely love seeing other people shop their clothing collection.
So that was my Walmart shop with me. I love Shop With Me's. I've seen Leah Janae shop with me. I think she's such an incredible person. I love her so much, and she inspires me. And so whenever she goes to Walmart, I'm like, oh my God, her Walmart's amazing. I went expecting to have my Holy Girl makeup section like I wanted to show you guys, and it was kind of disappointing. And I'm like, where's all the new makeup that was here like 2 weeks ago? My shelves were actually kind of bare. There was a lot of products in stock, but not nearly as much as there once was a couple weeks ago. So I think I just went on the wrong day. But I still want to show you guys a little bit of Shop With Me. It was just so chaotic. So at the end of the day, I know some people were like, she just doesn't live in she lives in a bougie area, that's why it's not locked up. I'm actually surprised that my products are not locked up because I don't live in a bougie area. Any bougie area around here would not have a Walmart. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. But 2, I live in a very heavy like tourist central area. So almost my entire Walmart, whenever you're in there, it's just full of tourists, because there's so many different hotels right around there. So a lot of tourists are there. So I'm genuinely surprised that some makeup is not actually locked up. Some of the skincare is, but you could just lift it and it's like, please wait for assistance. You know what I mean? Like, it does this weird, like, automatic, like, if you need help, please wait for assistance. Ding, ding, ding. I'm like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't need assistance. I'm just going to grab a product, but it's also so high that I look like I'm stealing, and I promise I'm not. But we do have like 3 or 4 Walmart employees that kind of just like walk the area the entire time we're there, just like looking like they're stalking, but they're really just kind of watching you, which is fine. But yeah, I really wanted to have a nice fun shop with me, but unfortunately, like I said, my Walmart just didn't have as much in stock this time compared to before. And I just, it might have been the time of day that I went like at 7 o'clock at night and on a weekend, so it's really full of tours. So it was really hard for me to also try to film. But I see Leah's videos, I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to, like, go film all my new stuff. And then I don't get to do nearly as good as her, but I did my best. I did my best. So I hope you guys liked this Walmart shop with me. I can show you guys what I got. So I got that $12 coffee pot because I have an espresso, but it sucks at making hot coffee. Like it just really sucks at making hot coffee, and it makes great iced coffee. So I bought that $12 coffee pot. I'm so excited. I also bought those Baldock like mac and cheese noodles that I showed you guys, and I got some warmers and a new warmer. I got a new warmer with like new warmer scents to go in. But then I bought some makeup. So I bought the Vita Mask. This is going to be a hydrating, nourishing lip balm. I see everybody on TikTok talk about this. So I was like, okay, I have to try this. I bought this Essence All Matte Up pressed powder because I've tried this before. I don't remember liking it. But I see people on TikTok saying, if you have really oily skin, this is a must. You must try this. And I'm just like, okay, let's try this again, besties. I did buy a Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray because I'm going to use this for a video along with the Make It Last Matte Setting Spray because I heard that if you have oily skin, you got to use this combination. It's supposed to be really good for you. So again, that's something I'm going to be trying per TikTok's request. And then I also got the Bubble Level Up Gel Moisturizer. This is great if you have really oily skin. It even says it on there, so I'm gonna try that. I bought a new shade of the NYX Buttermelt. This is a Butter Together. This is supposed to be really, really soft pink, so I'm really excited to try this out because I loved the original one that I tried. And then finally, I bought the NYX Magic Wonder foundation. You guys told me to try this, so I'm gonna be trying this. And it's like I got the little coffee pot and stuff like that, but that's kind of like my Walmart shop with me. I see, like I said, I see ladies' videos. I'm like, her videos are just so magical. I just love watching them. And I was like, I want to do that, and then mine turn out the way they do. They suck. The perks of living in a very touristy heavy area. Like my Target's the same, my Walgreens and CVS, my Ulta Beauty, my Sephora. She just is so lucky where she's at. But I'll definitely try to do these more often. If you guys like these style videos, please let me know. But that, besties, is it for today's Walmart shop with me. If you guys like the style video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. And as always, the biggest thank you is going to go to the beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And then to my subscribers and viewers, truly just thank you guys so much for being here. You guys have no idea how much I love and appreciate you guys. So with that said, beautifuls, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.